Hi everyone, my name is Olivia and I'm the artist of Darumaru, and I thought that we would do a little art acrylic markers unboxing and testing out swatch and stuff, and I thought it would be a cute little art hangout to do. So why don't we get started? Just going to light my candle. Okay. There you go. And I can talk more about why I've got these, but here they are. They really very well packaged the art markers. So we are going to open it together. These are acrylic art markers, and one of my New Year's resolutions was, like, as you probably guys have seen, I'm a digital artist. I did traditionally kind of quote-unquote train, just because I never, I think, really took a proper art class before. I took a couple, I guess, in high school, but they weren't, the teacher wasn't, she kind of just allowed us to just draw whatever we wanted in high school, but didn't really teach us, like, what is value, or what does it mean for something to be balanced compositionally. And so I don't think I've ever really gotten a proper type of art education. I did take a little bit in college where my professor, his name is Christopher, and we could call him Chris, he was really cool. But I do think I got a little bit more direction, definitely some art critiques in there. So that's probably the closest I would say. I did also used to take this kind of art, this other class called Ella's Art Studio where I lived, but again, it was more of just kind of giving us a space to be creative than necessarily teaching the fundamentals of art and principle, and there's also some art history involved as well, so I feel like I'm a bit more self-taught, especially when it comes to digital art. But like I would in college, I would kind of just spend all my time staying in and kind of playing with Illustrator or InDesign instead of going out. But I also went out too, but I remember doing that on Friday nights or Saturday nights. But anyway, these are the markers. It's called Artxx. Oh, but I did want to say I was more traditionally trained, and then I went into advertising and communications when I was in college. So then I was, like, more traditionally trained in, like, graphite and watercolor, and then I went into advertising communication, which kind of led me down this graphic design career in digital art. So point being is I really one of my resolutions was to get back into some more traditional art and using traditional mediums, and I've been seeing people use acrylic marker sets or acrylic markers, and I thought that was really fun, so I kind of wanted to try it. So I did a couple of research online and looked at some people doing this, and a lot of people recommend Artxx, so I want to try that. I got the 90 color because it's like, you know, if we're gonna go and do this, we're gonna send it, we're gonna go hard, and yeah. So I really like the packaging, but let's open this up and we can start testing. I forgot that I got the 90, to be honest. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, these are all the codes to the colors, which is maybe nice to have. And then here are all markers. Oh, they all have their own, like, little, I don't know if you guys can see, like, little stands. That's nice, because I can see this getting super disorganized, especially the way I do it. Now, why would these stickers, they already say it. Where would these stickers go? Maybe on the side? It already says on the bottom. Probably wouldn't go on the top, right? Okay. Okay, so it's water-based plus brush tip, bright and opaque, available on different surfaces. So you guys might have guessed that I do kind of want to try these art markers and making some custom designs on my binders, especially poketto. I thought it'd be cool to maybe open up commissions if I get good at it, but we will see. I'm just kind of testing them out and thought this could be a fun, like, new thing. But let's see, let's start with, so I saw somebody test out markers like this, and I have a little, I might need a bigger piece of paper, but he did like a line of gray and then a line of black, so you can kind of test to see how opaque or not each marker, each color is. I thought that was genius, so I'm going to do that. I think you do have to shake them, so, oh, we're not, it just starts, because there's no little ball. I wonder if there's directions on how to do this on the box. Nope, no direction. Okay. I feel like I'm just gonna start. It's a brush, so. Oh, it's already ready for use. Okay, so maybe I'll just do another line. I'll do one on this side. Oh, that is so cool. That is really, really nice. Oh my god. Okay, and then I'm gonna do black. Wow. That is so pigmented. That is really nice. Oh my goodness. Okay, and it felt really good. So when I was doing research, I saw a lot of using, I think, Posca acrylic markers, but they said on the binder, because the binders have, you know, kind of a rough texture. So I can show you my poketto, which has kind of like that rough texture, that the Posca are more hard tipped, so it was kind of hard to get into the grooves of the binders, so that's why they recommended the brush, which Artxx had as a brush tip, so it was more flexible and could easily get into those grooves. So that's why I'm gonna try it out. So thought that, oh, this would be cool, maybe filling in my logo. That'd be kind of interesting. I think that would look really cute. I might do that as kind of another little test and see how that looks, but I already have something planned for my first drawing on a binder. So okay, well, that's really sweet. These are really nice. I'm gonna put the stickers on, I think, later, but then I'm gonna go ahead and test each one and put the corresponding code to them, so I know what they actually look like on paper. And I'm going to get my little let's see, that's an HB. What's this? That's an F. Let's use an HB. Okay. This is like hardness. I always really liked using the soft pencils more. I don't know, I felt like I had more control as opposed to the hard pencil, so I always go to the 9B to the H. So the B is like soft, H is hard, and then as you increase in B, so like 9B is the softest, and then 8B would be softer than 9B, 7B would be softer than 8B, and so on. And then the same with H, is if you got H or whatever, that's hard, and then if you had H1, that'd be harder, H2 harder, H3, and again so on. So I always gravitated towards the soft graphite pencils. It was just what I liked, and everyone has like their own preference. Okay, so let's get started. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay, and I like that you don't have to shake these, because that would have been a lot of work. Okay, so this is the white, and you see, this is why it's a good test, is because you might need to do a couple of layers if you're going to put this white over a darker color. And that's kind of the whole purpose of it. So I'm just going to put 0, 0. And we're just going to do this one by one. Okay, see? Now this is nicer. It's slightly more opaque on the gray, but it's still pretty much the same on the black. But that's good to know as well. I'm just gonna go like this because it's easier for me to see. Oh, it has a little card. It has a little thank you card. Oh, that's nice. Very simple. I missed that though. Okay. Let's do this. Very nice. That is 03. You know, in this video, I was going to do I have a stencil already on a practice binder. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time to do that. Oh my goodness, these are so nice. They feel amazing and they're so pigmented. It'd be interesting to see how these blend. I wonder if they blend, you know, they dry super quick. I mean, there's a little bit on my finger, right? But I wonder if they will be a little bit easier to blend if I were to, you know, use them on a binder. Because this is watercolor paper. It's Artxx's watercolor paper. And it's known to really like absorb obviously water and moisture, so I wonder if that's playing a role into how quickly it dries, which would be interesting. I think I'm going to fall in love with these though. I'm so happy I got the 90 color, and now I just want to go back and buy all the colors. Oh my god, like that is so nice. I wish you guys could feel this, which is maybe a weird comment, but it feels so buttery smooth, and oh, I love it so much. But this is going to act as my kind of color key for when I go and decide to start painting. It's also kind of nice because I don't know if it's like super important, but it also will tell me exactly what order these came in, which sometimes helps me to organize, you know, like shades or whatever, or different close colors. Oh, look how nice that is. Like, isn't that so fun? And it's just becoming so pretty. Okay, I want to see. I feel like this is a good example of why we're doing this. Is if you look at the marker cap, this is pretty, in my opinion, yellow and beige, whereas it looks more pink, in my opinion, here. And that's probably why it's with the pinks instead of up here with the yellows. Like, it looks more like a nice beige pink. But that's not kind of not what the cap says. The cap looks more yellow, like it should belong up here. But that's why, again, you do the swatches. Space this out a bit better. Today is such a beautiful day, by the way. It's just been so nice. Things are starting to bloom. I am actually wearing shorts today. It's just so nice and feels like a long time coming. I wonder what these, so you see how it says 23 and C23? I wonder what that means. C1919, like what? Maybe a, so maybe a darker version or something like that. But then some of them, oh, like this is 24A, that's definitely different. I don't know, I have to look up what this code is, so I'm very curious. Maybe one means cooler than like the base, but I don't know what A would be. Like maybe this is a cool 24. Which kind of does look like that, right? Although we don't have a 24, but it does look cooler than this one. And this looks cooler than this one. I'm not sure. It's a bit of a mystery. Oh, you know what? You know why we're probably missing some though? Is because there is a larger set. So that's probably why we don't have a base 24. But this is 25. And in this one, I'm about to go to 27. So we skip 26 entirely, because again, that might be for the bigger set. There we go. This is so much fun. So satisfying. So that was 28, and now we're hitting 30 instead of 29. So I think we're right on this. I feel that feels good. Okay. I'm really excited to be getting into the blues because blues, I think overall, are my favorite color. Although I know I have a lot of red involved in my brand because I do love red Darumakas. I think that they're really cute. So, but I do think blues have my ultimate favoritism. God, this is so much fun. How are you guys liking the videos, by the way? Is there anything in particular you want to see or I could comment on or anything like that? I'm just kind of living my art life and showing glimpse of it, and I do obviously a lot of really long form content like this because I find it fun. I don't cut very often or really at all because I feel like this is just kind of like a fun, definitely slower way to do things, but I feel like there should still be content like that, and YouTube is a really great place to do that. So, but would love to hear if you guys have any ideas. But this is just something that I wanted to do anyway, so again, it's just kind of like, well, if I'm gonna do it, like, why don't I share with anyone, and maybe other people who want to do it or have any interest or just want to chill with me for a little bit can, and they can enjoy the music, the crackling candle, just a glimpse into what it is to maybe be an artist, or you don't even have to be an artist, just somebody who wants to do some fun creative things every now and then, and you know, just something like that, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna make another line because obviously I've run out of room, but this is our first quite a couple of swatches, and it is nice. Like, you can see there's definitely, the blues have, I think, won very well when it comes to opacity, compared to obviously the lighter colors. Red seems to be doing pretty good too, but I think this was really very fun to do, a very fun test. And now I have this like little key now. Actually, maybe I'll put this gray is a 70, and then I'll put down the black as well, so might need a third line. Okay, this 30 is an 8, so we'll do that too, just so I know that. My lines were not as good. Okay, so we're on C45, 47. Oh, that's a really nice color. Do you see that? That's really nice in my opinion. I have to find a Pokemon that would look good with. Maybe a poison type, like Muck. Which I really like Muck. I think he's really silly looking. But he looks like that type of purple. I'm doing not too bad with my letterings and stuff, but for whatever, I used to have very nice handwriting, in my opinion. Even the nuns would comment and be like, wow, she has really nice handwriting, but not anymore. Now I feel like I have chicken scratch handwriting, but that's okay. As long as I can read it. Alright. Oh, this is gonna be an interesting color. That's nice. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. And I really, really hope there will be, oh, that's such a nice color too. I really hope there will be opportunities to blend more on the binder, because I think you could get some really fun effects. Okay. I might have time to actually maybe try going on a binder, but we will see. Also, if anyone wants updates on Poketto, it is coming along. I am in talks with the manufacturer. There's a lot of delay with the New Year's break that they had, which is great, but that happens kind of the end of February. And then I'm not you know, when they came back, they were very, very busy, and I'm not necessarily like the biggest priority for them. I'm a new client for them, or a new, you know, I've never ordered with them before. And even though, gosh, I think I've been talking with them since the beginning of December, you know, developing poketto, I still have not, I've only ordered my first sample, so I'm not a proven client. So they do prioritize a lot of other people or other companies or other businesses, which completely makes sense. But because of that, it's taking a lot longer to get my binders kind of figured out, and to get samples, and to even test if the samples can be made. But I have a wonderful representative I'm talking to, and I'm hoping to really solidify it soon. She is checking a couple of things today, and I'm hoping to get a sample by mid-April, and then from there maybe make some final adjustments, maybe order one more sample, and then I'm hoping to maybe launch my Kickstart late May. But depending on how everything goes, I might need to stretch that out until the next month, because I really am so excited for what I'm doing, but I don't want to rush the product. It's something that I feel very heavily about, that it has to be, if I'm going to sell it, put my name on it and everything like that. And like, if you are going to spend your hard-earned money on something that I produced, I want to make sure it's good quality. So if I have to do more than 3 samples, I will. If I have to go over there, maybe I will. That would be kind of interesting. But that's kind of where it is right now. But yeah, there is some talk with possibly a top loader binder. They gave me that as kind of, hey, like, by the way, would you be interested in developing, you know, putting the, oh, that's a gold. That's really nice. Well, we were just talking, they kind of always kind of give me, I don't know, just other things that they kind of have available. And it was an idea that I kind of wanted to bring up to them, but I first just wanted to get the base model figured out, because I am one person. I only have so much that I am able to do, especially working like full-time, still trying to make sure my art business in and of itself doesn't, you know, I'm not ignoring that. So but that is something that they brought up as an idea, and I was like, wow, you read my mind. But we'll save that for another time. I also, with some of the edits that I might need, my minimum order quantity has gone up, which is okay, but that might mean fewer colors. So I'm going to maybe, I have 5 out now that I kind of was playing along with, and even a purple one as well, but I just don't know if I'll be able to fund all that even with a Kickstarter, because the minimum qualities are starting to become a lot more with the customizations, the edits that I gave them or asked for them, and working with them. So with that in mind, I might need to scale down a little bit on the colors and just only like offer 2, maybe 3 colors. I'm really hoping for at least 3 colors, but again, we will see. if you guys have any ideas for any colors for poketto that you would like, let me know, and I will definitely, let's make a new row. I would definitely consider that in planning. It doesn't need to be too large since it's only a couple more colors. Oh, missed. Got on my hand. Okay, so this was this will be S40. Oh! Not let that dry properly. Okay. There we go. That's good to know. Oh, I'm doing it the wrong way. No, I was doing it the right way. But yeah, that's just a small update, or maybe a large update, however it might seem. But again, I have a wonderful rep that I'm working with, and she has a wonderful team that have been very patient with me, and a lot of really great back and forth, so I am feeling good about it. Okay, I'm just gonna put these back in, and that's our color key. Very, very cool. I may put the stickers on a little later, but I would like to show in this video. I just want to test it out with you guys. But right here I have, it's one of my old binders. So it's a little different than what I might be painting on. I just got this from Amazon when I first started. It's a top loader binder, but I realized that I really like the Artxx binders, and I don't know, I don't have a lot of cards that are a lot of money, but they're all cards that I want to keep for myself, so, and I think they look better not in a top loader binder, so I just kind of was like, okay, well then I'm just going to, I don't know, use normal binders since I don't need them to be the safest cards in the world, because I don't really intend to sell them. The only times that I really sell anything or trade anything are duplicates that I have. Sorry, I'm just gonna have to adjust my desk a little bit to this guy. There we go. But yeah, I don't really trade or give away anything. Like, everything that I open is for me, except any duplicates. Or if I see something that one of my friends really like, I will pick that for them, or I will put to the side for them, because that's always really fun too. Okay, so if you see, I have my little, to no one's surprise, I'm going to do a little Darumaru as my first ever painting on binder experience. And okay, let's pick out his colors. So from looking at our key, and here's the interesting part, right? I have to kind of maybe consider the orange behind here, which is good to know, but it's still pretty opaque, so I think it's not like the worst thing. So I think I'll go with, this is a really bright red. Don't know if I want that bright of red. Maybe we do 27? Let's do 27. And then he has like an orange beak. Let's do 18. And then I think these little guys are like an orangey yellow. Maybe does he have? You have white for his little eyes, and then I guess I can do a black, although I guess this is the... Okay, we can do this black. Okay, I think that's his colors. I think that's his colors. Let me see. I want to look it up real quick. So I don't, and I can't use my phone right now. So I'm gonna look it up in the cards that I've done before. My custom cards, because I've done a Darumaru. Oh, and of course, he has like the little orangey coins, like the little dots, symbols. Okay, I just put that here for reference. Alright, why don't we start with his body? Okay. Wish me luck. Oh, that looks, wow. That is super pink on this. Interesting. That's really pink. That's not gonna be right. Maybe, I wonder if I can go over it. What does this look? Okay, that is much more appropriate. Okay. Let's do this. But God, oh my God, this is so easy though. This feels so nice and smooth. Yeah, this might be my new thing. Oh, and look at that. Okay. It does blend a little bit. Honestly, this feels kind of like digital art where it feels so buttery smooth. I don't know if it will be... I think for this binder it feels like there's almost like a sealant on it. It just feels a lot more, like less leathery and more, I don't know how to describe it, but just like less leathery, I guess. In a good way, you know, but like leathery can kind of be like velvety or like, I mean, this isn't like the exact wording, but like, how do you want to say? Give me a second. Does he have? Okay, he's right up top. Less, like, sticky, I guess, but in a good way, in a velvety way. I don't know. No, I'm just talking. Okay. Oh, this is so fun. Okay. I want to do his eyes. Let's do his eyes. Because Darumaru's eyes are so smart. The one thing that I probably have to be careful is, unlike with digital art, you don't have to be careful about drying. And I feel like I might forget that. And just go in, like you guys saw on the swatch. I just kind of went in because I forget that things need to dry. Oh, this is interesting. Like, the texture diamonds is maybe what I would call it, does tend to kind of take the paint a little bit where it's not completely like the line that I want it to be, which again is pretty different from digital art where the lines, especially like vector digital art, which is what I do, like the lines are like super crisp. I can see why this might take a couple passes as well, like how we saw over there, to really make the white pop. out again. And I might need to do another pass with even the red. You know, but maybe I'll save that for when we do more. I don't want to make it too deep and then make it hard for these colors to go on. Okay. I'm gonna wait for a second. I wonder if... Yeah, it feels like this. What was this? This is 12. Yeah, I think 12 is good. Or maybe, let's do 08. Let's do 08. Let's do 8. Okay. Do his little eyebrows. Oh my gosh. Does anyone else here love Darumaru as much as I do? I mean, I know obviously it's because I like Darumas, but I mean, I just think they're just so cute. Like, even if you don't like, even if you're not like as crazed about Darumas as I am, I think that they're just the cutest little Pokemon. I mean, they're like little balls with just like little feet. Oh my god, this is so fun. Okay. The other thing is, I need to be very careful because there's not necessarily the same undo button as I'm used to. Let's do his little... I feel like the coins should maybe also be that color, but we'll see in a second. Let's do his little gold guys. Okay, I'm just filling in the areas that I decided not to fill in before. And then there's that, and then... And then I'm gonna let this dry a little bit. But he looks so cute, and then I'm gonna put his little face. And then we will have him done. I'm just gonna put him... honestly, fine line work like this might be super hard, especially with something this small. Maybe if I was able to do it bigger, but this is pretty small in the scheme of things. But because I think that's a little too big for what I want. But I think that was a first good pass at using acrylic markers for really the first time ever. So I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. I'm gonna put these away to make sure they're kind of in semi the right place. There we go. Let's put this away. I feel like I'm gonna have to quit quite a couple of white markers just by itself. But let's see. Let's put these over here. Here we go. That's him. That's really cool. And I think that, you know, I'll get used to kind of the precision that's needed, and I can definitely be better with my control. Like, I think this is a much better shape than this shape, so I definitely will play around with that. But I think that's not a bad pass for my first time. And thank you guys so much for just hanging around and chilling with me while I do a little bit of art. And if you guys want these, I'll link it in the description below, because to be quite honest, they are amazing and I would not recommend it if I didn't think they were really cool. But yeah, and if you have any questions, let me know. Again, this is my first time ever really using these, so, or using any acrylic marker, so I could help maybe a little bit, but you know, I'll probably only know so much, but happy to help out anyone. So anyway, thanks again, and I hope you guys have a really great day. Bye.